Remy Danton in House of Cards is charming, charismatic, and super confident, but always manages to be a great guy. This video won't be looking at so much how he dresses or speaks, but rather will go deeper into how he maintains this charisma, especially when things get tough. Now, I should warn you, there will be spoilers of seasons 1 to 3 of House of Cards. In my Frank Underwood analysis, which I will link to, I mentioned that Remy is one of the few people who can fully stand up to Frank as the president.
It's like you want me to fire you. You couldn't, and you know it. Not right now. Seth and I are the only two soldiers you have.
In this scene, Remy is called into the Oval Office and is being attacked for not knowing about what Jackie is up to. He tells Frank that he's blowing things out of proportion. He does this very carefully, however, not escalating, but also not backing down. Once the interaction is over, he also doesn't hold on to a grudge. He still addresses Frank as Sir as he leaves. What Remy is doing is not compromising himself. He's stating his position how he sees it. He isn't mad, but he also isn't being pushed around. The president treats him differently as he knows he can't be intimidated like he does with so many others.
Jackie just stopped by my office. She's upset. I think we need to take her views more into consideration.
She's being ridiculous.
I think she made some valid points.
This scene perfectly demonstrates Remy's approach versus how others interact with Frank. Remy starts confronting Frank about how poorly he's treating his staff, particularly Jackie. Frank refuses to concede and there is no conclusion, but afterwards, Freddie takes Remy aside and tells him what he should do. Back down and don't speak your mind. We're all guilty of doing this at some point. I used to do it all the time at my job. This is counter to what Remy does. There will often be people telling you to play the game, especially in relation to work. And while there are opportunities to let things slide, things that are important to you, such as the treatment of others, should be said. The actionable part of this for you is those times when someone talks down to you or you don't speak up when you think they're wrong. Often when relaying these stories later to others, you'll say, I should have said. Remy takes these opportunities and actually follows through. This in itself lets others know you won't be pushed around. However, Remy does something a little extra, which we'll cover a bit later. Aside from work, we see Remy acting confidently and charismatically in his interactions with Jackie. A key element to note is that he isn't afraid to state what he wants. He doesn't play games. I think this is perfectly illustrated when he ends the casual relationship with Jackie, saying, this doesn't happen again unless it's going somewhere. It is very easy just to continue along, especially with relationships. And you may not align on what you want out of it. I've seen this with friends of mine, happy to have a thing with someone, but don't know if the other person wants a relationship. It's difficult to end, but if you put your position out there, it puts an end to any mind games on the spot. The final key to Remy's charisma is that he acts on his word. With Jackie, he puts an end to their relationship because she can't commit. And in a fantastic display of conviction, he resigns from the White House, as he told Frank he would if things didn't change. This reputation for following through is the extra element I mentioned earlier and is fundamental in building your self-esteem and respect you receive. This may be ending your connections with toxic and negative people, quitting a well-paying but unfulfilling job. Anytime you catch yourself saying should, make a mental note and think about why you don't just act. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'll be posting more regularly, so make sure you subscribe and click on the little bell so you get notified. I have some Westworld content and more House of Cards breakdown coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.